And we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo, and with me tonight, I have Megan Mawhinney. Let me say hi to some folks in the chat, and then I'll let Megan introduce herself. Although I'm kind of positive she doesn't need introductions, but Penny Day is here. Jennifer is here. I think that's your good friend from Instagram. Amy, the Nebraska hanger. Hey everyone, I've been listening to jeans all day. I love selling them and I've learned so much. Thank you so much for that. I did jeans today too. Beth's picking Georgia Peaches is here at Mom Posh Closet Collectibles. Y'all make me twist my tongue saying all y'all's names. Stark Raven Wild and Noman the Frog, which is Bill and Dave. They're at the Blue Rent moderators. Say hi to them guys. And I'm Star. So I guess before we let you, if you followed Megan here and you don't know who the heck I am, I'm Star. I'm one half of a two-partner team. My life and business partner, Keith, and I both now, since March, do this full-time. We resell on eBay. It's eBay, Poshmark, Grailed, Macari, Amazon, Bonanza, and locally. And then we have all of our social media income streams and affiliate links. And we also run a wholesale website with Casey the Rockstar Flipper on Shopify. And that's me. This channel is all about learning and teaching and tough love and being told about yourself. But if you're one of my subscribers and you know who I am and you don't know who Megan is, I'm going to turn it over to Megan and let her talk about herself a little bit.
Well, hello, you guys. My name is Megan. Thank you so much for having me on your show, Star. I am a full-time eBay reseller. I do 99% eBay and maybe a little bit of Poshmark, tiny bit of Mercari. I am full-time for the last 3 years now. I have 2 little boys, and that is the reason I decided to stay home and do eBay full-time, was because we couldn't find a daycare that could accommodate the hours that I needed. So here I am 3 years later, eBay full-time. My husband's in the military, so we move around every couple years, and this has been a great business for me to kind of travel with us, and I don't have to leave companies every time we move. I can just work for myself.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I have. You have all these things to do. And
that's all you have. She does make 6 figures gross, folks, in case you're wondering. I like to say that about you because you're a one-person team. When I say we do that, it's like, oh, but there's 2 of you. How easy is that? Megan does it alone with 2 kids and a husband that is deployed a lot and out serving our country. So it's pretty impressive that you do it as one person because it's really a struggle for 2 people with all of our streams. So before we jump in, I asked Megan if she was cool with me doing this before we went on about the jeans. I have a package. I'm trying to cover up her address. This came in my post office yesterday. It's from Trish. I don't know who Trish is. There's no last name on this. There's no Instagram or Poshmark clue or anything. It's just Trish. But I'm going to go ahead and open it. Trish, I hope you're watching, and I hope there's more clues in here as to who you are. Usually they give me like a last name or they'll put their name I'm familiar with on social media.
What is it?
Oh my God, it's so cute. I can't stand it.
Show us.
I will. Look at this.
What is the print? I can't see.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'm like already modeling it. Look at that.
Oh, look at the little hippos.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. Check this out. See the hippos? Hi, cutie. Oh, it's one of the, yes, that's great. It's got the layers in it, which is better, I've heard.
Fits your face a little bit better.
Yes, and it's not huge. Like, my face is so little. Most of them are like this on me. My whole face. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest thing. Can you see how excited I am?
That's adorable. I love the hippos.
That's so cute. Saw this fabric and thought of you. I hope you like it, Trish.
How am I doing?
Trish, I have no more clues than just Trish. Someone said from Nana Treasures. Apparently this is handmade, so that really means a lot to me too. Look, I'm gonna get all the fluff.
Can you sit?
So thank you so much, Trish. I mean, this is just so cute. It's even my favorite color on the inside, purple. That is adorable. I will absolutely wear this to the grocery store and the post office. Thank you so much. It actually means more to me that it's handmade. So thank you, Trish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're going to talk about jeans. Oh, somebody's got a milkshake.
Yeah, that's mine. The dog ate my cheeseburger and my kid's eating my drink.
That's how you stay so skinny, right?
Yeah, I never get anything.
So we're going to follow, if you guys had seen the show a couple weeks ago where I had Robert on to talk about Plush, Megan and I are going to do the same format. We have each listed 5 things that we love about reselling jeans and 5 of the downfalls or things that we like less. And we're going to go back and forth in a format like that. And then after that, we'll take questions. So we'll let Megan start. What's your number 1 reason you love selling jeans?
Okay, let me get my list up here. Number 1, easy to photograph. So I have like a set, like 5 or 6 images that I do for all of my pants and jeans. So it's very easy for me to lay it out, get a full front view. I do an up close of the top, and then I do one with the legs up in kind of a cool position, which I use for the gallery picture. I do an up close of the tags and then the back.
And you have it down to a rhythm where you can just go, 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 go.
I'm just a little assembly line, like each one. I already know which pictures need to happen. So easy to photograph. That's number 1.
My number 1, it encompasses photography, but my number 1 reason I love jeans, and I know I've said it before, is because the entire process of doing jeans is actually calming and soothing for my anxiety and my obsessive compulsive disorder. So I have a very specific routine when I do jeans. I take a stack of 20 and I sit at this table and measure them while I watch TV. And I know exactly which 7 measurements I get on each pair, and it's really quick. I can do 20 pairs in 20 minutes with 7 measurements, but it used to take me an hour. So if you guys aren't to that point, hi. I just want to make it clear, you're only that fast with time. You will get there. And then I do my photos, and like Megan, I have a specific way I do those. And then I list them from templates. So from start to finish, it's I do this, I do this, I do this. And if any of you have a high anxiety or OCD, you understand the importance of routine, routine, routine. So that's why I like them. There's really no surprises. There's no what's going to happen. I don't have to fight with the mannequin. Just routine. So Megan, you want to do your number 2?
Yes, number 2. So I put straightforward styles and terminology, and that might just be something that comes with time. But for me, I can quickly look at a jean and determine, don't jump that, and determine what it is. So like, a boot cut or a flare leg, I can quickly determine a wash, light, medium, dark. Colors, and then most brands also have them labeled on the inside of what the style is, like what the wash is. So for me, it's pretty straightforward to determine exactly what that item is called based off how I look at it or what's on the tag.
I agree. I think that comes with time too. Like I have a way I know exactly just by how my hand fits if it's going to be a low or a medium rise. You took my drink.
Couch behind me.
So yeah, that comes with time too. When I first started doing jeans, it took me an hour to measure 10. I didn't know the difference between low and high. I didn't know just by looking if it was boot or flare or what kind of wash. I think that comes with age. Not with age. With time. Yeah. So I agree with that. It's just something that you can learn. And thank you so much for the super chat, Jamie Brown, $4.99. Thank you for all the info about jeans, especially men's BKE. My number 2 is the cost of goods. Now, not everyone is as fortunate as I am, but I get 99% of my jeans for 99 cents. And I pay up for Miss Me, True Religion, silver, things like that. But even like 7 for All Mankind, page cut from the cloth, White House black market, I get those for 99 cents. So my second reason is the cost of goods is so low. Number three.
So easy to pack and ship in a flat rate envelope for $6.95. Pretty much any jean I can get in the store, I can fit in one of those envelopes. So it's easy for me to figure out if I should buy that jean or not based off of how much it'll cost me to ship and what it will sell for.
Okay, so just to be fair, Megan and I have not seen each other's lists. We both scribbled them out today. My third one is easy to ship.
Oh my God, your third one?
Yes,
Oh.
I will prove it. Number 3, easy to ship. And you see where it says no guesswork?
Yeah.
Because like you said, I use the padded flats because you put yours in plastic, don't you?
Yeah, they're already pre-wrapped in a clear plastic poly bag.
So we don't do the clear poly bag, which if we did a clear bag, we would do the envelope. I just worry if the envelope gets wet and it gets torn, the jeans might get damaged. But with these, they won't because they're bubble lined. And I think that Keith and I actually sat down one time and figured out the cost of the bags versus the dollar we'd save on an envelope in one of these. And these are actually cheaper for us. I use these for Poshmark too. So anyway, I know, no guesswork. Everything's going in those, and it's about $8 for us to ship them. So,
Hey, be nice.
Number 4.
Number 4, easy to store. Hey, be nice. So since I fold, hey, 1 second.
Go ahead. I will put it on the chat real quick.
Do not hurt him. That's not nice. There's your helmet, buddy. Come here.
Go ahead, Megan. I'm just going to touch up on the chat.
It's okay.
Megan, somebody's jealous of you list 50 a day.
What?
50 a day?
Yes, on a very good day.
Yeah, I used to actually list 40 to 50 a day. Then I introduced Macari, Poshmark, Grailed, YouTube, Instagram.
Other things going on. Okay, so yeah. I said easy to store. So can you get off the table, please? That's not nice. I fold all mine up and put them in poly bags. So I store them all in a really long box in a row. So easy to store means I can fit 20 in one box all day. Please don't do that. Can you pick it up, please?
You're so
That's
patient.
It for number
You're so patient. My number 4 is money. So the return on investment for me, even on $20 bread and butter jeans when I'm paying 99 cents, and I can get through so many so fast, that's a really good return on investment for me. But then the other ones that aren't bread and butter, the big monies, as I call them, I feel like there's a lot of money to be had in jeans. If you can build up a big volume of the bread and butter, then you sprinkle in your big monies and build up a business. I keep wanting to look at him. Better Barbie says hit the like button. Jennifer says she got hers for 49 cents each. That must be nice.
That's a good deal.
People get mad at me like, how do you get them for 99 cents? Where the hell do you live? And I'm like, Pittsburgh. It's just how it is here. So number 5.
Number 5. Lots of good, well-known brands at the thrift stores. So even if there's crappy stuff there, I feel like you can still find like nice Levi's and Old Navy, which sell good for me. Oh, what's in your mouth? Oh, your teeth.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, don't eat the clay. Don't eat that. That's yucky.
What's in your mouth? Teeth? God, that's clay. Yeah, so like if you can't find the Miss Me's, the pages, the cut from the cloth, there's still plenty of Gap, Old Navy, American Eagle, Levi's, which I started sourcing now thanks to you.
And they still sell. Like, I mean, they're not going to go for 30 or 40, but I think consistently for like $20, you can make something off of them.
Jennifer says she's in Pennsylvania as well. I'd be curious to know where you're at in Pennsylvania because
that's yucky.
In Pittsburgh, we have 99 cents Sunday, and then Bill and Dave, y'all are up near Lancaster, and
That's not nice.
Colleen is.
Don't spit the clay.
Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. What's the town the office was from again?
2.
Scranton.
Stop. Okay, we're gonna put away the clay then. That's not nice.
Colleen is in Scranton. I know she did 99 cents something.
Hey.
I'm near Scranton. All right, so
Stop.
I guess I'm on my number 5, right?
Yes, mine was lots of good items to source.
Mine is that they're easy to list and fast. Now, not when you're first getting started. I guess I should add that.
Careful. Hey, be nice.
Especially with eBay.
Grayson, what did I tell you earlier?
When you're new to jeans, I think eBay is a little harder than Poshmark or Mercari because the listing, they want so many more details and item specifics. But if you set up your templates, and I cannot express that enough, I tell you guys that all the time, templates. Because you can pre-fill out so many things. And then if you're doing your titles correctly with the right keywords, those are going to fill out for you automatically. So if you put your wash, your rise, and your skinny flare boot cut or whatever in the title, that fills out for you automatically in the item specifics. So just by doing your titles correctly with the correct formula and using the right keywords, those things are going to autofill for you. And if you're already using a template with everything else filled in, you're really just adding size and photos.
Can you stop? Please stop. I'm sorry. He's spitting clay at me.
It's fine.
Can you stop? We're going to go to timeout.
Then you can go faster when you get a little bit more experienced, and it's just like with the measuring or the photographs or anything else. The more you do it, the faster you're going to get. It used to take me an hour to do 5 pairs. Just listing, like already having measurements of photographs. Now I can do like 20. So that'll come through. It was really hard for me to come up with stuff I don't like. It was really hard.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Sorry.
I said it was really hard for me to come up with 5 things I don't like.
Oh, I found a bunch. I had to narrow mine down. But
I have a bonus. Why I love them, but I'm gonna do that at the end.
Okay.
So
for my dislikes.
Yes.
Okay. So number 1, high return rate. I think the problem with it.
You see my number 1?
Is that what yours says too?
Yes, especially the liars.
Yeah, and even with the measurements, it's hard to get a good fit even with that. So super high return rate, but hey.
Yeah, so my number 1 is jeans have a really high return rate. It's one of the hardest pieces of clothing for women to find that fit them well. And unfortunately, well, this will tie into my next reason, but a lot of folks don't pay attention and they just willy-nilly, well, I wear a 12 in Levi's, so a 12 and cut from the cloth must fit. They just assume that. No.
Every brand is so different.
But I really can't stand the people who will open an item not as described and try to lie when it's clearly because it doesn't fit them.
Oh, they'll say things like, oh, your measurements are wrong, or oh, these are defective because they don't fit. Like,
yes.
Somehow they were like cut wrong or something.
Yes, exactly like my example. Like, well, I always wear a size 12 and these ones don't fit, so yours must be wrong.
I get that all the time. And
yep.
What do you do?
Well, what I do when they come back, and I refund them, you can.
That's not nice.
Yeah, she does have her hands full, and she's very patient.
You have to sit at the table.
She's very patient.
Okay, can you make eggs with it for the chicken? Okay, show brother how.
So when you get them back and you have the choice of how much you want to refund, I'm gonna tell you all right now. I'm Petty McGee, and Keith and Casey both call me Return Petty McGee. If you returned them because this size usually fits me and yours don't, I take out the cost of return shipping, and I legitimately put that as my reason. Buyer returned these for doesn't fit and inaccurately opened an item not as described, and then I report them as well.
Is eBay okay with that? Because I feel I've never done that before. Because I feel like if I do it, they're gonna get mad at me and then call eBay, and eBay's gonna be like, "Oh no, you can't do that."
Well, here's what happens: they do get mad every time because they're human, and humans don't like to be wrong or get caught in a lie. They will complain every single time. They'll escalate it to eBay, and then eBay will refund them what you didn't and let you keep your money, so everybody's appeased. So basically, at the end of the day, I made my point. I told the buyer, I know you lied, and I'm not paying for return shipping, so I'm keeping it. But then eBay refunds them and feeds into that nonsense and creates those monsters that know how to work the system and lie. So
but if you report them, I think I would assume after the person gets reported so many times. Oh, let me get it out. After they get reported so many times that maybe eBay would shut them down. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, allegedly, if they get so many reports for item not as described, they will accounts. They said something about that, like at the last eBay Open. But I mean, I literally, out of every 10 returns we get, 9 of them don't get all their money back, and I don't care anymore. You're not going to open that. I've had people open an item not as described and write doesn't fit just to avoid the return shipping.
And I really wish eBay had some way to like go in there and be like, okay, like clearly this is the wrong one, but they claim they have no way of changing the reason, even if the buyer like states in there, you know, a reason that's other than not as described, like it doesn't fit, or I don't like the color.
Right. But yeah, they have a high rate of return. People will lie, but that's how you can get around it. I wouldn't abuse the system. Like, don't just willy-nilly give partial refunds. But if they're clearly returning it because of fit, or you can word it, you get a box type of reason of why you kept it.
I've never done it because I've been scared to, because I feel like eBay's gonna be like, no, you can't do that to them.
eBay really doesn't even have any contact with you. Like you'll see the buyer open a case against you, and within 2 seconds you see the result. So I think it's even automatic. I don't even think eBay reps look at it. I think it's like an automatic. When they open that against you, eBay just refunds them.
Probably. I doubt they have time or staff to go in there and review them all individually. Like I wouldn't. Oh, good job.
And it's so quick. The decision is so quick. There's no way they're even looking at it.
Okay.
Number 2.
I put most can't be shipped first class. So for me, I would say 98% of jeans that I sell have to go in a flat rate envelope. Hey, that's not nice. So they can't be shipped first class. That's number 2.
Mine is the race to the bottom.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I won't get up on my soapbox tonight because that's a long-winded soapbox. But my number 2 reason I hate selling jeans is because of just in the time that I've been reselling without getting on the soapbox, how many brands I've seen go from being worth so much to like nothing. It's irritating. I hate people who race to the bottom, and I hate people who do fast nickels. And yes, I said it. That's a strong word. You are turds. I've said it before. I'm not sorry. You're number 3.
Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah, your video's a little jumpy, but we can hear you.
Yeah, the kids are bumping the table. So I put lots of knockoffs, and that's specifically for like the designer items like Miss Me or True Religion. I see knockoffs for those a lot. And Page.
And what?
Page. P-A-H.
Yeah. I've never seen knockoffs of Page.
I see them all the time here in Texas. Like, I've never seen them in any other state but here. I don't know if someone here is making them or what.
Oh, I've never seen them. I'm going to take the time to answer. I have a question that I stuck on the screen because I want to get back to it, but it's going to require some time. So we'll come back to your question, Beth, at the end. But real quick, Christian asked, don't folks end up leaving you negatives? Well, here's the thing. We're top-rated sellers, number 1. So folks can't leave us negatives for 7 days. It's a perk that you get. And usually by the end of 7 days, people have cooled off and forgotten that they wanted to leave you a negative.
Yeah.
And then even if they do come back and leave me one, all I got to do is call eBay concierge and say, and I know a lot of you don't have concierge, but you can go on to eBay for Business on Facebook and say, I refunded them, I accepted the return, and they'll just remove it. They really can't give you a negative for utilizing the seller protection system that's in place for you.
Yeah. I think that wouldn't be fair anyways for you to use it and then have them like leave you a negative because of an eBay system that's in place.
Yeah. So knock on wood, not specifically that have I dealt with, but typically if you accept returns, you can get negatives removed very easily. And if you're a top rated seller plus, they have to wait 7 days. And most people, after 7 days, they forgot even who you are, let alone that they were mad at you and wanted to leave a negative. So.
Oh, that's not nice, bud. Be nice. Okay, my next one is, we're crying again. Okay.
Do you want to take a moment and,
No, you're okay.
or do you need to? I should say.
So I put alterations on pre-owned jeans. So like the hem, it seems like a lot of people hem their jeans, and I'm always finding those at the thrift store where they either like cut the bottom off and hand sewed it underneath, or they sew it really bad with their sewing machine.
Okay. My number 3, I just got another question that I want to get to. Do you have to have free returns in order to refund them minus the shipping? So here's the thing. If you do free shipping, you can't refund without giving that shipping back. If you charge shipping, you can, no matter the reason, if they paid shipping, you don't have to refund that. I'm talking about the return shipping. So on jeans, free returns. But if the buyer's trying to get around paying that $8 to ship it back to me for a fit issue and they lie to do an item not as described to force me to pay for that return, that's when I return them minus $4 for the padded flat. And I don't have free returns on my jeans. That's what that system's kind of in place for. When they're lying to get out of paying the shipping back to you, you have the ability to refund them minus that. Jamie tells you to get better video. My number 3 is actually pretty funny because this was one of your loves.
Oh, what is it?
I think they take up too darn much storage. I can only get 20 in a box as well. And if I do 40 a day, I'm doing 2 boxes a day. I replace them. I have a system very similar to Megan's. But as you can see, I only have 2 tags right now. So if I were to go tomorrow and photograph 20 more pairs of jeans, I've only got 2 tags in here. I got to go start another bin to fit the other 18. So
that's funny because I love that you're like, no, they take up too much space.
No, it's 20 to a bin. They fill up so super fast, and I list faster than I sell, which is a good thing if you're trying to grow. I just run out of space all the time. Okay. Jamie says we're doing a keg party. A keys party.
A keys party.
What's he talking about? Go away, Jamie.
A keys party.
Did you hear me say go away, Jamie? He's a troll and he has a wrench. All right, you're number 4.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm on my number 5. I'm on number 5. I put sizes vary greatly and require a lot of measurements. So, like Levi's, their 12 might actually equate to a 14 and cut from the cloth.
Hello, what are you doing?
That's what we're talking, bud.
I know.
So the size is very. Oh, look at that. You have a mask too. That's so cool. You look handsome with your mask. You look handsomer without it because we can see more of your face now. I have 2 left, so I don't know what we did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't know.
My 4th one was surprise damage. So, and I know Megan may be the only person who can understand what I'm about to say. But when you do a lot of volume and you buy it 99 cents, you tend to just kind of like pile your cart up without checking it as well as you should. And I mean, it's kind of one of those instances where it's like, do as I say, not as I do. You guys should be checking all of your stuff really well before you go to checkout. Again, when you're buying 100 plus items and you're going to 3 different thrift stores in one day, getting 100 plus items at each thrift store, you don't really have the time to go to the corner and check them all out. So I just kind of do a cursory, and then I'll get home and find blood in the crotch or in the butt, or that puckering in the front, or the hemming like you talked about. So yeah, there's always a ton of surprise damage that I missed at the store. It's really frustrating, especially when you find new with tags and you get home and you realize it's freaking damaged.
Yeah, like that's why I was at the thrift store for a good price.
Yep.
We have clips.
So then my 5th one, I don't know what we did here, but
I don't know.
my 5th one is people just don't read. And it really frustrates me sometimes because why am I going to the effort, the extreme effort of providing 7 measurements on every pair of jeans if Sally is going to return them because they were too tight on her waist, but I always wear this size. I wear this size in this brand all the time, but yours are too small or yours are too big. It's like, read the description, pay attention to the measurements that we've provided, and you'll be fine. I actually got a message today, and I'm probably going to ignore it. This is bad customer service. Again, do as I say, not as I do. But she didn't open a return or anything. She just basically sent me a message, shame on me for misadvertising my jeans as mid-rise when they were clearly low-rise. Well, they were 9 inches. So that's mid.
Mid, definitely.
Or 8.5. They may have been 8.5 or 9, but either way, 8 inches and above is 8 inches and 2, like 9.5 is mid.
Yeah. Thank you.
10 inches is kind of getting into the high waist area, but yeah, she basically, shame on you. I don't appreciate your false advertising. You told me these were mid-rise and they're low-rise. And the very mean person inside of me is like, listen, just because you can't pull them up high enough for them to be mid-rise because they don't fit isn't my fault, because 9 inches is mid, and that was in the description. So yeah, I just get frustrated. Or like, I had a lady listen to this. Let me tell you this quick story. On Poshmark, she bought a pair of silver jeans. First of all, for $35, you didn't think something was wrong with them, right? Silver for $35. Well, they had like a paint mark on one leg and a little rip on the other. Both were in the photos and both were described. So this is Poshmark, where they don't even accept returns, period. She opens a case against me and wants a return because these arrived at damage. And then you get a chance to respond to the case on Poshmark. So I showed the photos and I said, these photos and this text was in the original listing, stating the description and pointing out all the flaws. And she said, yeah, but these are only flawed because they're used. And I said, yeah, they were also listed as used. They weren't new.
What?
So I think she thought she was getting a brand new pair of silver jeans for $35. I'm here to tell you, I don't take less than 40 for used.
Oh my gosh. I don't understand that. That's over my head. I just had someone open a arrived damaged return the other day for a pair of pants I sold that was listed as new with defects because there was like a rub part on the waistband. So I listed as new with defects. I put pictures of it. I put it in the title that there was a flaw, in the description, in the condition notes. And she opened a return, arrived damaged because there was a flaw on the waistband. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, so that's definitely my 5th thing that I really hate. And somebody mentioned if they always ask you if they stretch, and I'm a goofball. I always say ingredients when I mean material. You can see the word written there. But I always put the ingredients in the listing and a photo of the tag, and they're like, what is it? Where's the cotton and spandex? And I'm like, oh my God, did you not read or look at the photos.
Nope.
But that's on anything, not just jeans, I think. I have a bonus why I love it. And then while I'm doing that, you guys can start throwing your questions in and Megan will get to them. My bonus reason I love jeans is because they always sell. Regardless of brand, size, or style, they all will eventually sell. They sell in the summer, they sell in the winter, they sell in the fall, they sell in the spring. And if you have enough of them listed, they have like around a 0.5% sell-through rate. So if you have 1,000 pairs of jeans in your store, you're going to sell 10 pairs a day, period. As long as you stay active and do all the other stuff that you're supposed to do. But they will sell every single day, all the way through 100-degree weather in the summer. I love them because they always sell.
I didn't think of that one. For me, though, in summer, it slows down a little bit, but they still sell consistently.
Yeah, I was talking about this jean jacket we sold. It took a whole 2 weeks to sell because it's summer and it's slow, because that's something that would have popped off in 3 days in the winter. But let's attack Beth's question that I have sitting on the screen, and then everybody else start putting your questions in. Do you put the measurements that you take of the jeans in the item specifics or just in the description? So if you have, I think this is a common misconception people have. When you get a woman's pair of jeans and it's a size 26, it doesn't mean the waist is 26 inches. It means they're a size 26. That waist could be 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, especially with women's jeans. You've always got to measure. You can't go off of the tag. But I think because most people are used to the single number, like a size 8 or a 12, when they see women's have sizes similar to men's, they immediately think that's the measurements. And it's unfortunately not. And like Megan said, sizes can vary. You can take straight off the press out of the factory 4 pairs of jeans from the same company in the same size and lay them on top of each other, and they'll all be slightly different because of the way the press works, the way the machines work, the way the machines sew, and everything. So you have to take the measurements first of all, but those measurements in the tag, that's not the measure. The size on the tag is not a measurement. So in your specifics, if they say 26, that's your size. You want to put size 26. Where it asks for the waist, you want to put your actual measurement. And the inseam. In the item specifics, you want to put your actual measurement. And then in the description, you want to put all of it. And I think Megan might have just turned her camera off because she's still in the chat or in the thing. We'll give her a minute. I'll just keep talking. So you want to do both. So in your title, you want to put the size from the tag. In the item specifics, you in size box, you want to put the number off the tag. And then where it asks for waist and inseam, put the actual measurements that you took. And then in the description box, you want to put all of it. If you need an example, you can go to my store, which is the Hippo Hut, or Megan's store, Shop the Sandcastle, and look at our descriptions, and you'll see we have size and all of our measurements there. But I did want to get to Beth's question for sure, because I think that's a common misconception that I see over and over and over again. It's not necessarily a measurement, it's just a size. Yeah, people always think that they're getting new for some reason. I don't know why. So you measure the waist flat and then you double, and that's your waist. Swimmerization, if you haven't seen my 3-part series on how to do jeans, I absolutely recommend the next time you have, the next time you're taking photos or you're listing or doing anything, go ahead and run those in the background to listen to. But most specifically, the one where I show how to measure jeans, I show you exactly the 7 measurements I take, how to take them, and how to put them in the listing. So I see Megan's back now. Let's add her in.
I don't know what happened, but I got back. So
that's okay. You were black, and I'm like, well, maybe she'll pop back in. And then when I saw you go out, I just peeked, and I'm like, there she is. She's back, guys.
My iPad is linked to my phone, and my husband called, and I declined it, and then it closed everything. So I don't know.
So yeah, we were just talking about the measurements and the tag. you got to put both.
Yeah. I put I think she was saying something about putting them in the item specifics, but as far as I know, the only thing to put in the item specifics is like the inseam, and then I put the actual measurements in the description.
And you always want to measure at the top of the waistband, no matter the rise, from one end to the other. That's your waist. The thing with plus sizes, I want to talk about this too, because I see people talk about it all the time. They're going to fit differently. Plus sizes are going to fit differently. There's more area to cover, and that's the nicest way I can say it. And I'm also a fluffy person, so whatever. But, you know, a flat stomach skinny girl in a size 4, her high waist is actually going to be high waist and measure at 10 inches. If you're wearing a size 18 or 16 and you're plus size and your waist is 10 inches, it's going to fit a little bit differently on your body, but you still want to call it a high rise. You want to go by the actual measurements of how you call things, right?
I'm sorry, it cut out.
The measurements on plus size, if it's 10 inches, it's still a high rise, even though it's going to fit them differently, right?
Yeah, and oftentimes the tag sometimes will tell me, and I'll just go off. It might be 8 inches, and if the tag says it's high rise, I will just go with whatever the brand is calling it.
Yeah, that's actually a good rule of thumb too. Regardless of what your measurements tell you something is, or your eyes tell you, if the tag says differently, always go off. If they're very clearly flare and the tag says skinny, I don't care, right? Skinny.
But I might put that in the description, like, hey, the tag says that these are flare, but to me it's a skinny. Like, here's the measurements. You make your own decision.
You can do that, yeah. Look at the measurements, pay attention, or not pay attention, that's rude. See measurements to ensure a good fit. That's how
Pay attention.
Pay attention! That's how I feel like talking about. Mama girl, when I look up comps for silver jeans, they are very low. So the last time I had Megan on the show, we actually talked about why you shouldn't pay attention to comps all the time. And I talk about that probably in every other video, right?
Yes. I think me and you are the ones that really hate that race to the bottom with the prices.
Yeah, comps aren't your end all be all. They're important. You should look at them. You should look at the solds. You should look at what's listed. But if you're getting into something that you're unfamiliar with, you should be looking at somebody's store who's an expert in that. So if you're getting into Plush, you want to look at Robert's store or mine. If you're getting into jeans, look at Megan's store, look at mine. Look at what we're listing them at. Unfortunately, when you go to comp silver jeans, there are a lot of turds. I almost said a-holes. who list them for $20 and $25. And I'm like, get out of here with that, because I get that for mall brands. You can absolutely list silver jeans at $50 and take a best offer of $40, and you could probably get $50 for them on Poshmark.
Yeah, and the bigger sizes, I go even higher.
Yeah, so watch the measurement video, Swimmerization. It's a good video. It actually shows how to do everything if you're disabled, but it shows you all 7 measurements I do. And then we have a super chat from Flippin' Daddy from Danny, $9.99. Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you for that. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, but comps aren't, they're important when you're new and you're learning, but you're going to find out, you're going to get to a point where you know what something's worth. I don't comp anymore unless it's a very new to me brand.
Same here.
And I will look in Megan's, I will look in Megan's store before I look at eBay as a whole. Does Megan have these? Oh, look, hers are 50. Okay, mine are 50.
Or no, yours should be like, you should up it a little bit. Go 55.
Yeah. I currently am only listing Plush on Macari. So and Thrift, do you list everything on Macari? I'm currently in the process of moving all of our Plush over using List Perfectly. Oh, that's a good idea, Danny. He uses Terapeak, which is free with certain subscriptions on eBay. And matches the highest price sold in the last 12 months. That's a really good idea. So I do not have a chart specifically for the styles, the rises, or any of that. I actually been working on a jeans guide for 2 years.
That's a long time. Is it done?
Yeah, remember I started it in 2018, like in the fall of 2018. Then I got the Plush one out.
There's always stuff to add and edit. So.
Yeah, I have a jeans guide. It will be out before the end of the year. But if you're in my Facebook group, there's some files in there where people have shared the charts and the different websites where you can go to learn all that. So 7 for All Mankind are going super cheap. Yeah.
The boot cut ones, I don't even pick them up for $1 anymore because they're trash.
Actually, I just listed a pair today. Thank you so much for the super chat from Hot Tip Heidi, $4.99. We appreciate you too. Thank you so much. I got them for 99 cents, Megan.
Have fun.
I got some 7 for Alls for 99 cents. I listed them at $31, but I'll probably get 25.
Were they basic boot cut ones?
Yeah. But they were only 99 cents.
Yeah. I don't know. The basic boot cut ones I find are normally really wore out with like fade lines on the pant legs and like they're hemmed. And I just, unless they're in amazing condition, I just walk on by.
Those were in good condition.
Okay. Well, maybe I would then.
I'll get anything for 99. You could, if I find Walmart new with tags, I'm like, well, I need that.
That's faded glory.
It's $1. I need it. I do believe that fireproof jeans expire, but I'm not sure how that works. If I have a pair and I'm concerned, I would go to the website of the manufacturer or the brand and double check.
Okay, you got to sit down.
Care Peak is free with certain store subscriptions. I'm not sure which. Standard, basic, maybe.
Daddy's on his way home.
Yeah, and then Sew and Thrift has a really good point. You personally will learn which brands don't do well for you, which styles don't do well. I can sell Forever 21 jeans for $20, and that's nuts. I don't know how I do it. It's magic. Megan,
I don't any Forever 21 at all.
And then there's some brands like Levi's that Megan and Gnome and the Frog swear are money, and I'm like, they're poop. I can't pay people to take my Levi's.
Yeah, I like the Levi's. I think just because they all have like a style, you know, like 501 this or the 550. I don't know. They all
I just
seem
did 311s.
Yeah, or like there's like a 311 shaping jean, and that does really well for me. So
That may have been what it was. 311 shaping. I've only started recently picking up Levi's, but I went on a 2-year hiatus. But you will find that there'll be some resellers that sell stuff, and you're like, how? And they're looking at you like, how do your JLos sell? You know? 4 pairs of Gloria Vanderbilt for 89 cents. I love Gloria Vanderbilt. Who are you kidding? Especially if they're size 14 or over. Or some of those unique ones that she puts out with like the stripes or the floral print or anything.
I just picked up a floral pair today, actually, and I was like, "Oh, those are pretty. Someone will like that."
Yeah, the best Gloria Vanderbilt I ever had were size 14. They were a basic white jean, but then they had orange, blue, purple, and maybe pink and yellow, like pinstripes, like rainbow pinstripes. They sold for $21 overnight from listing them. Gone.
Awesome.
I absolutely love. See, somebody says I never pick up that brand. Gloria Vanderbilt's one of my bread and butter jams, for sure. All right, guys, do you have any more questions for us before we let Megan go and attend to her children?
It's been hectic.
I keep saying you have so much patience. But, I mean, I have 2 boys too, but mine are 18 and 16 now. So
I hope they don't act like this.
no, they have jobs and they're out with their dad.
It's a struggle. But...
Yeah, my youngest is actually doing a whole bunch of. He's got a job, but he's trying to graduate a year early.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But when mine were that small, there was no such thing as YouTube or entrepreneurs or eBay or running your own business. I mean, they're not that old, but I can't imagine doing this with them that age.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I do it either. Nap time is like a very special time for me.
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember nap time being special. He's so cute. Are you talking about her kids? Because they are. They both have curly hair. They're adorable.
Oh, they've like this whole time during the live stream, they've been like spitting clay everywhere and dumping stuff all over the floor. It's just chaos. Oh.
We'll take this last question and then we'll let Megan go. With the good till cancel listings, do you guys end in something similar? Yes, every single morning. Every single morning, I have a specific time I do it, and anything that's going to end from now till 24 hours from now, I do it at 10 o'clock in the morning usually. So every day I check, and anything ending in 24 hours, I manually end and relist. How about you?
I don't, but I should do that.
You should be, yes. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap the show up. Megan's got some chillins to tend to there, and probably some cleanup. I remember those days too. We lost our deposit at one apartment because their whole room was nothing but crayons and markers all over the wall. They climb on the bunk bed to color on the ceiling.
Yeah, those Mr. Clean Magic erasers are my best friend.
Yeah, they also had a hole that they had made in the wall. I think from slamming their door, and they were putting toys in it.
Filling up the wall with toys.
They fill up their wall with their little action figure dudes and their Hot Wheels. They also used to poop in the bathtub. Oh, I'm telling on my kids now. They're going to hate me. When they were really little, and they would put their guys on it and say they were boats.
Oh, my God.
So I know exactly what having 2 boys is like. How old are they? To how far apart?
They're 2 and 3. They're like very, very close together.
Mine are like exactly 2 years and 1 month. So
It's hard.
It's fun. When you get older, you'll appreciate the special bond boys have with their mom.
We'll see.
We'll see. You're like, we'll see. Yours are 18 and 16. What do you know?
It's been a while.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Megan, do you have anything you want to leave us with?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I made these notes and then that was all I did. But I feel like now is a good time to really ramp up because Q4 is coming. And although we don't know like how it's going to play out yet, I still feel like we need to be prepared and just ramp up as much as we can. Because that's all we can do.
Yep. We don't know. This year is so different from every other year. We don't know if this Q4 is what it's going to be like at all. What we can do is what we've done in years past and hope that works.
Yeah.
And Jeans start really flying out the fall. So, all right. Thank you, Megan, for coming on the show, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
I'm a bad host. I, again, forgot to do the description box, but she's Mawhinney Megan, her name backwards on Instagram. Her eBay store is Shop the Sandcastle with underscores, Shop the Sandcastle. And if you really need her, you can join my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Tag her in there, and you can find her, and she can get you her Instagram, her YouTube, or anything that you need. Or you can just ask her questions. Yeah, I'm offering you up. You can ask her questions about jeans or whatever. All right, so make sure you hit the thumbs up before you guys leave. It really helps the channel. Thank you for the 2 thumbs down. We also appreciate that because it does the same thing for us. It gets us more visible in the search, and the algorithm likes thumbs downs just as much as thumbs up. So we appreciate those too.
Thank you, everyone.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell so you know when I put out new content. And thank you so much to everyone who did a super chat tonight and helped support the channel and what we do here. We really appreciate it. Thanks to Megan for coming on. Thanks to Megan's boys for being cute. And until next time, guys, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, you guys are the best. Bye.
Bye, you guys.